Welcome to the Mustard Seed Media video podcast. My name is Bob, and this is the podcast for Drupal web designers. You know, this podcast actually wasn't supposed to happen, but just today I looked in my PayPal account and saw how many people were really generous about chipping into the podcast over the last couple weeks. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to put work aside and just put something out for you. So I figured I would find something kind of cool that I just found recently and demo it and show you how it works. And today is going to be the ThemeKey module. This is an awesome module. I don't know where the heck it came from. I had never heard of it before, and then all of a sudden I ran across it, and it is killer, especially for designers, for themers. Because the main purpose of the ThemeKey module is to switch themes based on basically anything. Just arbitrary stuff that is built into the system that can trigger a theme switch. It used to be that normally I would use theme switching when I was doing a mobile site or when I had some special case where I wanted to section off the site to show different themes in different places. The ThemeKey module does all that, but the power is just amazing from what you're going to see in just a second. So let me demo ThemeKey module for Drupal 7, and you'll see the power in this thing. It is amazing. So go to drupal.org/project/ThemeKey, and you're going to see all kinds of stuff here. And what I was really surprised about is there was a ThemeKey for 6 that I didn't even know existed. Apparently this has been out there and I had no idea. I had been using mobile tools to do my theme switching for mobile devices, but this actually, the new version of mobile tools actually now uses ThemeKey to do its switching. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can do. Don't think just mobile here. You can basically switch devices for different browsers or different authors or anything. It's pretty amazing stuff. So I downloaded the ThemeKey module. It comes with a whole bunch of other modules. I'm going to enable the ThemeKey UI compatibility and ThemeKey. Note that you should also play with some related modules, things like ThemeKey properties, ThemeKey or taxonomy theme, mobile key. All of this stuff uses ThemeKey to do some really cool stuff. So I've enabled these. Now let's go to the configuration. At configuration, user interface, ThemeKey, and here is our setup that we're looking at. These are the configurations. You can go into settings also and read about some of these settings. There's some really cool little stuff that you can do here. For example, retain the theme until the new theme is set. So if you switch a theme, you can say stay on that theme until something tells us otherwise. You can go through compatibility, user interface. You can check out all those settings. But this is where you set up your theme keys. The idea here is you're going to set up rules. And it'll say something like, if this rule is true or is active, then change the theme to this. So this top section here, don't get confused that these are settings. These are actually just almost documentation. And the documentation on this module is excellent. So you can look at a few examples. For example, you could say select a different theme for IE6, or select a theme based on some time rule, or select a theme for a certain rule, things like that. So those are examples. The properties, you can see all the different properties that are offered by ThemeKey by default, and you can go in these and look at these. But as I'm going to show you in a second, there's a little easier way to look at these as well. And then operators, of course, are explained. These are just standard operators that you would know from development, including regular expressions if you're into that kind of thing. So let's make a new rule that says, let's say we're on the front page. So let's say we want a different theme for our front page. Let's look at what we're doing right now, just so you can compare. Right now, we just have the Bartik theme that is installed, and it's just sort of standard, and I have an internal page as well that is just a bunch of junk. So let's say I want a different theme on the home page for some reason. I'm going to do Drupal is front equals true, and then I'm going to choose my theme to be 7. And I'm going to save that. So it's now going to say, if it's the front page, use the 7 theme. So now you can see that I can go back. Oops, I can go back to the front page, and if I refresh now, I'm now using the 7 theme instead of the Bartik theme. So if I go to node 1 instead, which was my internal page, you can see that I'm now using the the Bartik theme. And if I go back to the home page, I'm using the 7 theme. So ThemeKey is switching for the front page. Now notice how many of these there are. This can get pretty crazy. You can change themes based on something being promoted, sticky, a title, just about anything. Date rules, month rules. These get a little dicey. You can, things just get a little tougher once you get into more complex rules. Obviously, the front page is a very simple rule. You could just say set a random theme. You could say set an HTTPS, a secure theme, an SSL-based theme that might have a little ribbon that says secure or something like that. One of my favorite, because I'm going to be using it on an upcoming project, is being able to switch on user OS. So I can do something like, if the user OS is iPhone, give me a mobile theme. Now, you'll have to have some exceptions to this because you probably want to give them an option to have the regular site theme as well. And in that case, you can also then do existing rule or pair rules together. And I'll show you that in just a second. But notice the order of these as well. Whatever's on top is going to take precedence. So if in my mobile browser, I go to my site, if I can, and I go to the home page, it's giving me the 7 theme. Why isn't it giving me the mobile theme? Because the mobile theme doesn't have precedence. So let's give the mobile theme precedence. And now let's refresh. And now it's using our semi-ugly mobile theme. Very simple mobile theme switcher. And of course, you can use this for lots of other devices. So I was talking about these properties earlier and how all of this stuff, great documentation, but it was kind of crazy. What's cool is these little question marks give you exactly what that properties stuff gives you. So I can also look up my other devices, BlackBerry, Android, whatever. If I want a Windows XP theme for some reason, I can put that in. It gives you all of your choices for this. Now you can pair these together. I didn't prepare, or you can pair rules together, and I didn't really prepare this, honestly, but let's give it a try. So let's say we want a theme that is only active when the user is on the iPhone and the front page is true, and so let's set that to mobile. So what that's going to do is that's going to pair these two rules together. So first it's going to check this, and if that's true, then it's going to go ahead and check this and then set our theme. So now, in theory, my mobile theme should be set when I'm on the front page, which is good. But if I go to an internal page, it gives me the other theme, the base theme. So if I go back, it gives me the front page. So you can pair these rules together and build really complex rules. Once you start going through this, you'll see that the number of rules is pretty extensive, and you can do a lot with it. And if you go and download one of those additional modules for ThemeKey, it gives you even additional rules. And I haven't looked, but I'm sure you can write your own as well. Very powerful module for switching themes. You can even give some permissions to users to be able to switch themes based on things. All kinds of stuff. ThemeKey module is awesome. I don't know why I didn't notice it before, but you should use it. I'm going to use it in Drupal 7 for sure, and it's a very good thing. Thanks again for the people that chipped into the podcast. If you would like to support the podcast and encourage us just like this to do another video podcast every time we get even a millisecond in our day, please go ahead and go over to mustardseedmedia.com/podcast, and up in the top right corner there's a chip in button. Don't forget also you can help us by purchasing our Drupal for Facebook video, and it is building Facebook application, or basically building Facebook functionality in Drupal. How to sort of emulate that in Drupal. There's a banner up there where you can go and purchase that. And from now until the end of the year, which is just another couple weeks, it's at a discounted price as well. So jump over to mustardseedmedia.com/podcast. Comment on this episode. You'll find links to ThemeKey there. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and that's it. We'll see you next time on the Mustard Seed Media Video Podcast.